and I am your practitioner for today. And I am a practitioner every day. I'm just here with you today. Okay. I just want to say that wherever you are on your spiritual path, you're welcome here. We believe that we are co-creators with the divine, and that you can change your life by changing your thoughts and your vibration. Ernest Holmes is the founder of our philosophy, and for more information, you can go to our website, or you can hang out here. You can come every Sunday. You can take a class, whatever it is that floats your boat and gets you where you need to be. And so, let me welcome Aaron, our board member, to do announcements. Thank you.
Go Seahawks.
Float your boat and get you where you need to be. And so, let me welcome Aaron.
All right, announcements for February 8th. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. Workshops and classes. The Science of Mind certificated 5-week class, Spiritual Principles and Practices, will start Wednesday, February 11th from 6 to 9 p.m. That's just a few days away. Renee Cornwell is the facilitator for this class. The sign-up sheet is in the back table. The investment is $140, which includes workbook and certificate. You will learn how to apply and manifest the practices of self-awareness, practicing presence, compassion, and gratitude into everyday activities. Fundraisers. It's Seas Candy Sweet Spring Fundraiser time. Scan the QR code on the flyer on the back table, or go directly to our center store and order your chocolates today. Our community vegetable garden boxes are ready for spring and fall compost and dirt. Speak to Tiffany Lee if you can help. There we go. And help also comes in the form of money, so please make your donation for the garden fund. Note that is for the garden fund, and Tiffany and volunteers will take care of the rest. Current events. Dean Everson Williams will strengthen your mind and body with her yoga classes every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. A $20 donation is gratefully accepted. Stacy's New Moon Sound Bath is on Tuesday, February 17th. Sonically connect to the moon with crystal singing sound bowls. This meditation experience is a $20 love donation. Our annual membership meeting is February 15th at 2:30. That's right after the service, 1 week from today. It's a really cool event, so if you're cool, you'll be there. It's also a good place to have your opinions heard and to take part in what's going on. Our monthly men's group meets on Tuesday, February 17th at 6 p.m. The men's group is a place where men can share their experience, strength, and wisdom with peers, supporting each other through difficult situations, nurturing relationships, and fellowship. Thursday, February 19th from 7 to 8:30 is Ecstatic Dance with Stacey Justice. It's a fun and sober place to freely express yourself through dance. It's a curated musical journey starting with a guided warm-up and ending with a closing ritual. Join this community of all ages and backgrounds and all talents of dancing with music and sound elements that builds and subsides in energy that facilitates emotional release and joy. The cost is only $25. Our Authentically Me Women's Group with Dean Everson Williams and Tiffany Lee meets February 22nd at 3 p.m. Each moment in this group is designed to bring joy and laughter into your life. The group meets the fourth Sunday of every month. On Saturday, February 28th at 1 p.m., Reverend Jessica Fish facilitates a Zoom bereavement support group. Click on the art in the weekly email bulletin or go to the website for more information. On Wednesday, March 4th at 6 p.m., the Spanish language study group is facilitated by Esperanza Ramos. Hey. And what it says up there. Compassionate Care Team. If you know someone in our spiritual community that is having healthcare challenges, is in the hospital, or is otherwise in need of support, please contact Joan McLaughlin. There she is. Or Celia Chavez. No, okay. We'll just leave it at Joan. Is anyone here for the first time? There's one. We are blessed by your presence today. You are invited to Friendship Hall after the service to enjoy some snacks. The ushers also have a little bag for you. Please fill out the welcome card with your email so you can receive event information. We won't spam you. Please give the card to one of our ushers, or you can drop it in the offering basket. Let's give them a warm welcome. We have many ways to keep informed. Sign up for our weekly email bulletin or scan the QR code for our website. For those of you who still like paper, there's a brochure on the back table, or it's also on the bulletin board in Friendship Hall. You can just take a picture of it and save a treat. So experience a 2-minute tune-up with our practitioners after the service. And if you choose to do that, come forward, and they will pray with you. And if you're not, your silence and respect is appreciated as you leave the sanctuary. Thank you.
Hi. Welcome. Today we are singing, this song is called The Breath of God by Ricky Byers. Remember that song is mantra? And that mantra helps us embody what we desire to create. And we are the breath of God.
Center Singers, led by Stacy Justice, and that's Tiffany and Sylvia. Thank you. And so I'd like to ask Miriam to come up and assist me with the lighting of the flames of faith. So we perform this ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life. which acknowledges that all people and all faiths, all sentient beings come from one great universal presence, which we call spirit. Fundamental to this truth is the unifying nature of all religious thought and experience, which we honor here today. We light the first candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light the second candle for the shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and practice of all indigenous peoples, the way of primal spirituality. We light the third candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the fourth candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the fifth candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light the sixth candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the seventh candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of submission to the will of God as the highest calling. We light the eighth candle for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light the ninth candle for all forms of new thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles. We light the 10th candle for those who are as yet unaware of spirit in their lives, and for the space we are holding for them here at the center. And as we light the healing candles, please put silently into the light the names of anyone you wish to experience the healing flame of God's eternal love. Thank you, Miriam. I have a reading today from The Science of Mind from November 2020. And it has a picture of Marilyn Leo on the cover. And she was a neighbor growing up of Ernest Holmes. She grew up living next to him, and so her family was practicing the science of mind, and she was actually a minister here once when this center first opened. And I had the pleasure of meeting her and sitting with her and eating with her at a retreat in a Solomar. And so I hold on to this book because it's just special to me, I guess. And so it's entitled Honoring That Which Is Within. A person can accomplish anything and rule their own world. And that is a quote by somebody that's not known. It's attributed to unknown. But anyway, here we are living in an intelligent universe which responds to our mental states. To the extent that we learn to control these mental states, we shall automatically control our environment. And that is Ernest Holmes, Science of Mind, page 139. Each day we find great power by venturing into our own inner world and acknowledging our internal state before venturing out into the world. As we descend down the eternal steps towards the seat of our soul, we begin to see elaborate gardens, structures, and landscapes created by our memories, beliefs, perspectives, and outlooks. With an honest introspection, we can see that anything in our external life is a reflection of a seed that has taken root within us. With this understanding comes great responsibility, for it is you and I who have the ability to shift the world we live in by shifting our inner worlds. We can remove the structures of guilt, the valleys of failure, the slow winding rivers of despair, by remembering who and what we are. We are a part of the infinite universe, whole and complete. As we begin the process of empowering our inner world, everything begins to change. However, this is something that only you can do for you. No one can jump within your inner world and do this work for you. Today, wherever you may be, take a journey inward. Judge not what you see, but sit in an inspired state, realizing what you've created. If you happen to see something that doesn't align with the best of you, shift that inner vision by shifting your mental and spiritual state. You have the ability to create whatever you like within. Continue to revisit this inner sanctuary until it is permanent in nature. And so there's a little affirmation that goes along with this, and I'm going to move into prayer. I am filled with inspiration and act in inspiring ways. And so, as you ponder these words, just for a moment, take them in, knowing that we do create our lives with our thoughts and with our vibration. I know that there is infinite wisdom, infinite love, healing in this world. There is peace that goes beyond our understanding. And I know that that truth is available for me, that I live in that truth, that is where I reside. And knowing that truth for myself, I know that for all of life, for each one here today, for each one online listening or watching. I know that that divine inspiration moves in through and as all of life. And I am grateful for that knowledge. I am grateful for this center, for each one here volunteering and bringing this service to fruition. I am grateful for our speaker, Reverend David Allen Cruz, that he brings a message of love and peace and healing to each one. And so resting in that knowledge, with great gratitude, I let it go, and I let it be. And together we say, and so it is.
So it is. The song is All You Need Is Love by the Beatles. We got to remember that. All we need is love. This sounds a little loud up here. It's tinny. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. You always sing along with us on this one for sure. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Nothing you can do that can't be done. Nothing you can sing that can't be sung. There's nothing you can say that you can learn how to play the game. It's easy. There's nothing you can make that can't be made. Nothing you can say that can't be said. There's nothing you can do that you can learn how to do in time. It's easy. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. Love, love, love. Love, love. is all you need. There's nothing you can know that isn't known. Nothing you can see that isn't shown. There's nowhere you can be that isn't where you're meant to be. It's easy. Here we go. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. All you need is love. All together now. All you need is love. Everybody. Woo! All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. 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 Love is all you need.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you. Love is all you need. And here is love. David Allen Cruz. Thank you.
Wow. So nice. Love that song. Love, and you know what? It's like 60 years later, and it means so much more to me. Because I've observed so much and lived so much of this life, and got into a philosophy that makes sense, that it opened up the doors of awareness so widely. And you hear that song, and the repetition, it's a mantra. It's a mantra. It just takes you into a whole other place, and that place is the place of love. So with that, good afternoon, Antelope Valley, and welcome to the most beautiful day in the world. And oh my God, is it not? Is it not the most beautiful day in the world? Man. And I get to spend at least half of it with y'all. And then there's a rumor going out. I don't know how true this is, but that there's an event that's going to precede and then another event or something like that following the Big Bunny concert today. The Bad Bunny, yeah. Monday? Okay. Oh, and by the way, you notice I'm not wearing the Hollywood glasses. So all is well. I've got the bionic eye now. I can see into your souls. And they shine so brightly. They sound so beautifully. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to invite you all to settle in. Usually, very often I come out with something really, I want to just kind of be cool, calm, and collected this morning, if you will, just for a bit, because you know I ain't going to stay there. So just get into your seat and allow yourself to breathe and allow yourself to be calm and comfortable. And I don't know how well y'all can hear this guitar. Okay. There is meaning to each moment of the day. There is meaning to most everything we do. And if we spark the flame of love to get away. We'll know that you are really me, and I am you. At night we see the light reflected by the moon. In spring we smell the fragrant perfume of each flower. And now I know I am no greater than the smallest thing. And all the same, I am no smaller than a star. And with each minute, we can live a life that's filled with colors streaming from a universal glow, like newly planted seeds in soil freshly tilled. With love together we can flourish, we can grow. At night we see the light reflected by the moon. In spring we smell the fragrant perfume of each flower. And now I know I am no greater than the smallest thing. And all the same I am no smaller than a star. So I wrote that song sometime in 1979, a long time ago. And I had completely forgotten about it. Totally. It wasn't in my consciousness at all. And I recently got reacquainted with the song because a friend of mine that I hadn't seen in almost as long sent me a video of a time that I sang at his wedding, and I sang that song at his wedding. And I heard the song, and I go, wow, okay. Because that was a good 25 years before I even knew that there was such a thing as Science of Mind. Which means then that consciousness is always available, anytime, anywhere. It doesn't require science of mind, but science of mind can enhance it. That's what this does. This brings it out and helps us understand it. And my ministry is about, and how do we use it? How do we make it work for us? That's what I'm really wanting to do. And one of the things that I had studied prior to Science of Mind is around the time that I wrote that song, actually years before, prior to that, was a thing called Inlak Edge. And so that brings me to the title of my talk today is Inlak Edge, You Are My Other Self. Inlak Edge comes from Mayan philosophy. And I learned this particularly when I was working with a theater group called El Teatro Campesino. And the group incorporated large elements of spiritual concepts into the work that we were doing. And so we were constantly seeking more and more information. And of course, coming from our own culture, the Maya philosophy became something that we discovered for ourselves and made use of. Inlak Edge. Bonnie? Inlak Edge, which means open space. It does not. Halakin, Teech in Wilikech, Bahash in Wilik, Inlak Edge. That's the Mayan. And I'm sure my Mayan accent sucks. Bonnie. Here it is in Spanish. Go ahead, Bonnie. Thank you. Oh, you're not. You know what? Leave it alone. Yeah, because I forgot I had this thing set up. Inlak Edge, Tú eres mi otro yo. Si te amo y te respeto a ti, me amo y respeto a mí. Si te hago daño a ti, me hago daño a mí. And then comes the English. In lakech, you are my other self. If I love and respect you, I love and respect myself. If I do harm to you, I do harm to myself. Now, that should sound so familiar to every person here, because you've heard something like this all your life. For example, go ahead, Bonnie. In the Christian culture, it's called the Golden Rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And then we've got the Buddhist. In the Buddhist perspective is don't do to others in ways that you yourself would be hurtful. I didn't expect this to be so badly presented. I should have looked at that better. So, in other words, don't do things to people that you wouldn't do to yourself. Kind of same thing. Next. Then we've got Hinduism, and this is something that we've done for years now. Many, if not most of us, we do the Namaste. And most of us here probably know what that means. But for those of you who have never really understood, it says, literally, the Spirit of God in me honors the Spirit of God in you. That's what we're saying. And then, Judaism, what is hateful to you, do not do to your fellow person. You see the logic that seems to be flowing everywhere in the world from all kinds of different perspectives, Bonnie? Islam. None of you truly believes until you wish for others what you wish for yourselves. That could be dangerous. Keep in mind, I'm a hypnotherapist. I know there are people who are self-sabotage. Nobody here, of course. But I do know. But yeah, none of you truly believes until you wish for others what you wish for yourself. Next. Ubuntu, which comes from South Africa. And this is such a beautiful word. I was falling in love with it, and I'm glad I got reacquainted with it. I am because we are. I am because we are. How do I self-identify? How do I know I even exist? I exist bouncing off y'all. You know? That's how I know I am. I see you, seeing me. And then we do this. And then I get a sense of amness. Okay. Because I can only see so much of me. And that only gives me enough information to know I'm breathing, but it doesn't really help me know who I am. Y'all do. And we do it for each other. Next one, please. Una. Aloha. We share the breath of life. Ha is breath. The alo is community, humanity, life, the world. Aloha. And we share the breath of life. Next. Science of mind, I've heard of that. What we do to others will be done also to us. That's an incredible power. Y'all don't always remember how powerful y'all are. And you are incredibly powerful. That's what the meditation was all about. That was what the inspirational talk was about. It was about recognizing the power. This is the science of mind. As you think, so shall you be. As you believe, so shall it be. What do you believe in? And it's surprising because I ask those questions when I'm in session with my clients. It's interesting how much we go in the direction that's not necessarily the healthiest for us. You ever notice that in others? Next, please. So, what all of these are doing is reminding us of the laws of the universe, the law of reciprocity, the law of cause and effect, the law of mental equivalence, the law of universal connection. And I would have added the law of attraction, but I ran out of room. But it's all about recognizing that these things are, in fact, aspects of a scientific process, that you can understand it, and then you can learn to use it. You can grasp hold of it, and you can mold it, and you can stretch it, and you can go into it, and you can surround yourself with it. You can play with it. You can work with it. You can live with it. You can love with it. You can be with it, and then you become it. You are it. You are that thing which creates. You are the creator of your reality at all times. At all times. And you learn that this is the high desert and the air is very dry. And that, as been said already so many different times, that which you put out returns back, the law of reciprocity. The law of cause and effect, that is the incredible power that y'all have. Every single one of y'all, and me too. The thing that whatever it is that I am imagining, feeling, vibrating as, motivates, moves, vibrates energy. And that creates either the attraction or the manifestation of that which that which I'm feeling, that which I'm thinking. I create it. It manifests in front of me. I remind this of my clients when they're sitting. You are the creator of your reality. This moment is your creation. So y'all who are sitting here, this moment is your creation. This moment only happened because you had a thought. I think I'm going to go to service this morning. I think I'm going to see the people that I know, people that I'm comfortable with. I was having a conversation with a client yesterday who was saying, I need to stop hanging out with these people. I need to start hanging out with these kind of people because these people tend to bring me down and these people will lift me up. And we decide, I want to be with people who lift me. And we come. We imagine that this place even exists. We think about the route that we're going to take when we get there. And all of this is the process of creation. You're creating the reality. And then, here it is. It manifests for you. And here we are doing this. And if you can do this, what else is possible? You're imagining the Super Bowl. And you get to decide how much you're going to enjoy it. It ain't happened yet, because here we are. Remember that. Life, reality is always now. It's always here. So we are always in the process of creating that which comes next, based on how we perceive. We're going into a whole lots of different concepts here. But the idea is that you have that power. That's the power, the law of cause and effect. The law of mental equivalence, that you deserve what you get. And that's not a criticism. And it doesn't mean that you're getting punished. A lot of us, and I went through it, why does God hate me? And a lot of us think, oh, I must have done something really bad in order to deserve this. And it's not a punishment. It's an experience. It could be a painful experience. But it's your creation. How you're perceiving it, how you're experiencing it, is your choice and your decision. You have that power. And then you create, and you are equal to what your mind has created. Be careful what you think. Be careful where you go, because you will do that. That's what we do. You will create an experience, and you'll be equal to that experience. Meaning, you get to control it. It's not there by accident. There's a purpose to it. It serves you. You don't have to be afraid of it. You may not like it. Never have to like it. But you can change it. You can, man. Thank you. And so, thank you so much for speaking. You know, I get so tired of hearing my own voice. Sometimes I just want to hear from y'all. Like karma. Yes, instant karma. We have this going argument, Nada and I. It's not an argument, but we have different perceptions. She truly believes in the cosmic karma, where you come into this existence and you still have some debts to pay. And I do not. But I do believe in instant karma. In other words, again, cause and effect. Law of universal connection, that's another aspect of that too. Because we are connected to each other. First of all, the very fact that some of you are looking at me is a physical connection, because what's happening is your eyes are receiving the light that's rebounding off my physical body, and it's touching your optic nerve, which is creating a reaction, and the brain senses that reaction, and the mind interprets. So just looking at me is a physical connection. There's physical touch going on. Hearing me is a physical connection. I create this thing called sound, a thing called a voice, thing called words. It goes out into the ether and touches your ear canal. Somebody knows this. The eardrum, which vibrates, creating this thing we call sound. And then the brain accepts that vibration, connects with the neurons, and the mind checks that out and says, I see, okay, that's a word, that's a phrase, that's a sentence, that's a concept. Hearing is a physical touch. So we are connected with each other all the time. And as I vibrate, whatever that vibration is going to have an effect on the next person that I'm closest to. And if I'm vibrating erratically, if I'm vibrating in an uncomfortable way, guess who also tends to feel uncomfortable? And if I'm vibrating gently, joyfully, beautifully, guess who gets to enjoy and vibrate with that if she so chooses? That's what we get to do. So we create the karma by creating the vibration that manifests into form. And if I put out that darker vibe, if I allowed my mind to imagine that less than joyful experience, I open the door to that possibility. I may contribute to its manifestation. I may discover that here it is, and then I may choose to react to it as though it's not a good thing. Somebody else's fault. Look what happened to me. I become the victim. When I'm actually not the victim except other than my own mind. And that's the karma that we're talking about. So, we get to recognize how we're always interconnected. How we're always together, working together, loving together, building together. And if we can do that, we can break through the old programs, the old belief systems, the old habits, the old fears, and start to recognize the power that we truly are, singularly and together. Our togetherness is awesome. We can literally recreate the world. And we can certainly recreate ourselves, Bonnie. So I invite you to consider the concept of love only, forgive everything, and remember who you are, because thou art God. Namaste, in Lakesh, aloha.
Thank you, David. With all of that in mind, there's a song by Janice Stanfield called If I Were Brave. So the ask is, what would I do if I were brave? Hello, there I am. What would I do if I knew that I could not fail? And if I believed with the wind always fill up my sails, how far would I go? What could I achieve? Trusting the hero in me. If I were brave, I'd walk the razor's edge, where true believers dare to tread, never lose faith, even when losing my way. What steps would I take today if I were brave? What would I do today? If I were brave, what would I do today? If I were brave, what would I do today? If I were brave, what would I do today? If I were brave. What if we're all meant to do what we secretly dream? And what would I ask if I knew I could have anything? Like the mighty oak sleeps in the heart of a seed, there are miracles in you and me. If I were brave, I'd walk the razor's edge, where true believers dare to tread. I'd never lose faith, even when losing my way. What steps would I take today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today? If I were brave, what would I do today? If I were brave, what would I do today? If I were brave. If I refuse to listen to the voice of fear, would the voice of courage whisper in my ear? Maybe this is what I'd hear. I am brave enough to move ahead, where true believers dare to tread. Never lose faith, even when losing my way. What steps would I take today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would you do today if you were brave? What would we do today because we're brave? What would we do today? We are so brave. You are so brave. I am so brave. We are so brave. We are so brave. We are so brave.
Thank you, Stacy. So beautiful, so brave. Aren't we all? Yes, we are all so brave. And so we have come to our giving time, and as our ushers prepare to give, I just invite you to repeat with me. Get them up here. Hi-ho, hi-ho. It's off to work he goes. It always reminds me of that. Anyway, okay, so we should have our affirmation up there. And so we count on people like you for our financial well-being. We receive no funding from any other entity except you. Your contributions, large or small, mean the world to us. And through us, you are offering gifts of elevated consciousness to the world. And so, let's say it together. Today, I give in love and joy from the overflow of abundance in my life. My gift goes forward to bless and uplift, fulfilling the purpose of our spiritual community. Lives are transformed, and so it is. Thank you.
This song is called Happy, Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise by John Hoy and Karen Drucker. So sing along with us, because we're all happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Let's proclaim it. Here we go. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. And I know the light of love is shining in my eyes. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Yes, I am. Here we go again. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. And I know the light of love is shining in my eyes. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. A little birdie told me that life is so sweet. As I listen to her song, I know I am complete. I have all the keys to love, joy, and peace. The power is infinite, and love will increase. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. And I know the light of love is shining in my eyes. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. little birdie told me that life is so sweet. As I listen to her song, I know I am complete. I have all the keys to love, joy, and peace. The power is infinite, and love will increase. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. And I know the light of love is shining in my eyes. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Every day I'm happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Can't you see I'm happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise? I am happy and healthy. Woo! I am happy, I'm healthy, and wealthy, and wise. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise.
Wealthy and wise. 3 out of 4 ain't bad. Okay. Wow, so grateful. So grateful for this energy, this green energy that comes and manifests in the form of money, the sharing of selves. This is inlakech in action. This is being good to one another. This is helping ourselves as we help other people. And so I bless this, knowing that it is good, knowing that it is so, as together we say, and so it is. And this is just a blessing to the world, because as you're here doing this, the music and the feeling, you're vibrating that energy, and that energy is being released out into the universe. Can we do more? Yeah, let's do more. Let's do more of that. But it's good that it's happening. It's good that it's going on. It's good that you're vibrating with that right here and right now. And because of that, I call this service perfect, excellent, well done, and complete. And so it is.
And so that does conclude our service. But please, we're not done. Please stand and form a circle.
And we don't hold hands yet. We don't hold hands yet.
As we're
Don't hold hands yet.
As we're circling up, just extend your hands. You can make eye contact with someone maybe, or look around the room and gaze upon our beautiful community. And just, I'll say it, and then you can repeat.
Oh, okay.
So here we go. We know who you truly are.
We know who you truly are.
You are a unique way that Spirit is expressing.
You are a unique way that Spirit is expressing.
We love you.
We love you.
We appreciate you.
We appreciate you.
We thank God for you.
We thank God for you.
Welcome home.
Welcome home.
So now we will
The peace song,
sing the peace song.
and we have new words, and there's not enough to go around. So can we share? Okay. It's not, they're new. These are new words. We're updating the words to be more affirmative, because we need peace on earth right now. We're not letting it happen. We're making it happen, right? Yes.
Yes.
So we're in a circle. We usually hold hands. Thank you guys for holding space for a new generation of this song. And here we go. Yes, there is peace on earth. I know it begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, the peace that
with each other in perfect harmony.
Yes, peace begins with me, and this is the moment now. Now, with every step I take,
let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Yes, there is peace on earth